First of all, how is Cespedes?
Right thumb sprain. He did it when he fell. We'll see tomorrow.
Did he
X-ray negative.
But obviously had a sizable lead there in the 8th, and Johnson struggled again. What are your thoughts on what he's been going through, and are there spots that you feel you can use him comfortably at this point?
Well, I mean, it was 9-2. We had a long game last night. It was one guy that didn't pitch, so therefore he's in the game. You know, at the time we're hoping to maybe use him for 2, but that didn't happen, so it is what it is. He's having a tough time.
What are you seeing from his body of work? I mean, just, his pitches.
You know, the ones that they're in the middle of the plate, they're hitting hard, and then he gets 0-2 and gives up a bloop. Threw some change-ups, actually some pretty good change-ups, but just not getting any outs at this point.
You talked about Cespedes having a good approach since the All-Star break. What did you think about him, up until the injury and adding power kind of to the mix tonight?
Yeah, he's been real diligent in his batting practices, staying up the middle the other way. You saw the homer was, the first homer was to center field. So he's aware that sometimes, you try to do a little bit too much on the pull side, and that his strength is using the whole field.
What about Reddick's night, too, first start after coming off the DL and contributing?
Yeah, I mean, he looked good. Good balance at the plate. You always feel good about his defense. It's good to get him, some hard hit balls, too, here in his first start. And hope some carryover from that. We've seen him be an offensive force, and we know he's a defensive force.
When you challenged the play at second, which was correct and was overturned, it seemed to me that you didn't even need a replay. You knew that he was safe, or did you check?
Well, I checked, but I got it. It was a tweener for us, so that one's kind of on your own and do what you think. At the time, it was going to be impactful, and that's kind of when you have one of those plays that may go either way. You have to decide whether or not you think it's impactful enough to use that early in the game.
We talk about Jesse Chavez tonight. I mean, 7 strikeouts, and
yeah.
He got Altuve twice. Once with that, the second time with runners at second and third.
Right, and you don't see Altuve take too many bad swings too. So he was rejuvenated. It looked like to me. I mean, the cutter really had some teeth on it tonight. Threw some good change-ups. I think he mixed his speeds pretty well tonight too, and not a guy that you expect to get a bunch of strikeouts, but had that kind of stuff tonight.
What happened with Moss on that play, and how's he doing right now?
Yeah, it hit bicep, and it was kind of a stinger, and kind of jolted him a little bit. For him to even admit it hurt means it hurt, because he's one of the toughest guys we have, and never wants to admit anything as far as pain goes. But he just needed some time for it to go away, and it subsided, went away. So hopefully he's not too sore tomorrow either. He just got hit, with the runner going by. I guess the shoulder hit him in the bicep.
Bob, given last night's long game and then the way you had to use your bullpen today and a day game tomorrow, what kind of shape is the bullpen in for tomorrow?
We'll see. Samardzija.